Almost a year ago, I got these dining room chairs for free with the intention to flip them as a part of my Can I Renovate My Dining Room for Under $100 series. It started out great, but then quickly turned into the project from hell that just never seems to end. Honestly, I keep taking breaks from working on these chairs because nothing seems to be working, and I get too mad to do anything further. So this week, I am picking up where I left off with them, except this video is about to take a turn when I lose my and make a very bold move. So this is the part that I am concerned about. This part of the chair, the arms of the chair, are super smooth. So anytime I put stain on it, it doesn't absorb it. I get the impression that I need to kind of rough it up a little bit with maybe a lower grit sandpaper. I'm gonna try that and hope that works. I don't know if this is too high grit, but I'm gonna try it. Oh, I forgot gloves. Gloves are a necessity with staining, for sure. I'm just gonna do the same thing I had done before, where I applied a pre-stain conditioner. I think what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm just going to apply conditioner to the arms, because the arms are the problem area right now. So I think I'm going to put conditioner on this and then stain them, obviously remove the stain, and then tomorrow morning, let this sit overnight, and then tomorrow morning I can see how the stain looks. All right, so it's been 5 minutes. I'm just gonna try and remove some of this excess here. It says 5 to 15, but considering the fact that this is having absorption issues, I'm kind of I don't know. I'm so nervous about this because for those of you that have been following me for a little bit now, you would know that this has been a complete nightmare. And it just came off. Maybe if I try leaving it for a little longer, try and get it to really absorb. All right, now this is the sanded side. I've left it on for 20-30 seconds. And that stained significantly better. All right, I am going to try and leave this here overnight and see how it looks in the morning in the natural sun, and once it's fully cured. I don't have that high of hopes, honestly. While we're waiting on this chair to dry, here is a brief clip of what Tim and I have been up to. It is important for you to know beforehand that Tim forgot to put the paddle on the bread maker before making a loaf last time, so it didn't turn out well. So Tim and I have decided to start making some sourdough bread for ourselves. He has been talking about wanting a bread maker for a very long time, and when he asked if he could get one, I said,
"Can we get a bread maker?"
No, what the f***?
Why not?
We don't have room for it, because they're usually too big and we didn't have storage for another appliance. Except I found one that was small enough to fit in our cabinet, so I decided to gift him one for Christmas. Except he called me a liar and said that I didn't actually gift him a bread maker, so he called my bluff. But the joke was on him because I did actually purchase a bread maker.
seriously got me a bread maker? Okay, how to make starter with this menu. Same as steps 1 through 11 as operating instructions for making bread on pages 16 through 23. Overview of steps. Number 1, prepare ingredients, remove bread pan, attach kneading paddle, add ingredients, install bread pan back, plug in the power. Do you remember add the paddle?
Yes. At least I remembered it this time.
I forgot the paddle. Seven, select number 14 sourdough starter menu. Start bread maker, done, reminder will sound, unplug the power, remove bread pan. The working time can be adjusted in step 7.
What do I do?
You hit the go button.
That's it? Just to start?
Well, like you hit 14, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so then hit the go button. There you
go. It's talking to me.
What's it saying?
It's saying, I'm so glad that you remembered to put the bread paddle on. So now that the arms seem to be doing better, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and I'm going to stain the rest of the chair in hopes that it will all look good stained together. Okay, so I stained the entire chair, and it's dark out there, so you can't see it properly, but it's splotchy as shit. And it's not because I didn't apply it properly, it's because I'm dealing with maple, and maple wood does not absorb stain properly, like other woods might. Like, it's splotchy all over here. And that's, again, not because I, didn't apply it properly, it's because it just doesn't absorb everywhere. So today is Saturday. And I released my videos Monday morning. And so far I have almost no footage because these chairs have taken up my entire week because they're not staining properly. And I woke up this morning with the hope that it would look better than it did last night. It did not. It actually looks a lot worse. It is so splotchy, it is not. So now I am at the point where I am going to attempt a last-ditch effort to try and make these chairs work before I throw them into the dumpster, because I have had it up to here with these chairs. It has been almost a year since I started this project. It's been like on again, off again, a very tumultuous relationship with myself and these chairs. We keep breaking up, and I would just like to dump them in the trash. So I'm going to go to Lowe's, and I'm going to get some materials, and you guys will see what I'm going to attempt to do. And this is my last Hail Mary attempt to try and get these chairs to work. But before I do that, I have to change my tire because it's flat and I'm currently in the garage just kind of. Last night I tried to get into my car to go to work and I made it about 3 feet before I was like sideways and rolling back, and it was like roll thunk. And I was like, and then I turned around and stuck my head out the window. I had a flat tire, like flat as hell. So I gotta go put my spare tire on and go buy a new one. Probably have to get 2 because you don't want one new one. It's just one of those weeks, man. It's just one of those weeks. So we have just gotten back from a couple of different stores. Made the last stitch. Is it ditch or stitch?
Last ditch effort.
Ditch or with a D or an S?
D.
Are we sure it's not stitch? Like a sewing pattern? Like, is it the end of like an embroidery? Like, this is the last stitch to try and get it to work? Or is it ditch like as if like we're gonna off?
No, I think it's like it's the last ditch effort. I don't know why it's ditch, but it's last ditch effort.
I don't know. It's kind of like nip it in the bud or the butt.
Bud. Nip it in the bud.
Like, is it a flowering reference? Like gardening? Huh. So it's...
No, wait, no, it's last ditch.
Wait, the last stitch effort is a misheard version of last ditch
effort. Boom! 5 for 5.
The audio in the rest of this clip is for some reason really bad, but Tim asked me to keep it in the video so that all of you at home can see that sometimes he wins. So bear with me here. This is the 5th time today.
I've been right. I've been right.
I've been horribly wrong about something. What was it? We fixed the flat tire. I ended up having to buy 5 new tires. 4 new tires. But anyways, we went and I was like, no, it's fine. We'll just take 1 car. And Tim's like, we should take 2 cars. And he may have been right about that. And then there were like other things.
Because we almost had to do it tomorrow. We almost had to leave the car there and come back for it tomorrow because they weren't going to have it done.
Tim has been right multiple times today, which has been very frustrating for me. Because what happens is when Tim becomes right about things, his ego it balloons, like just completely out of this world, ballooning. So we could not find a painting tent in store in time for us for me to do all of the work.
So we got to build one. We're building a tent.
We ordered one online, but we need to build a temporary one for this weekend.
Yeah.
Andrea keeps telling me I'm coughing like an iPad kid.
Coughing like an iPad kid? What does that mean?
If you know, you know. iPad kids. The ones that are they're like holding iPad and they're like and they're like don't cover their cough.
Oh
like,
God.
You know what? In my defense though, I got sick 4 weeks ago. I'm not contagious and I have a very dry cough. It's like wheezing. I feel like Wheezy from Toy Story. I'm gonna hand you pieces of tape. So I am about to start painting, and I read the instructions on this for once. It seems actually pretty straightforward. Hopefully it goes according to plan and it's a little bit foolproof. So I'm supposed to take primer. So I did that, and now I'm supposed to take fine mesh paint strainer. Pull one of these bad boys out right here. And then I'm supposed to kind of just like dump what I need. And it's just kind of slowly draining in there. I wonder if I should just reuse this strainer in the sense of like putting a little bit of water through it, because I'm sure there's like minerals in the water too. I'm gonna do that. Okay, so I'm supposed to put in like roughly 10% water to this, so I'm gonna kind of guess a little bit. So it is the perfect viscosity now. Thing's pretty full, so that'll be okay. I'm gonna go at it now. That clicks, and then connect this. Now, I think I just need to test it out on some cardboard, and then I'm good to go. Okay, do I just... Oh, it makes noise. Okay. I'm amazed that that works. Okay, well, onto the chairs. Okay, Dining room chairs, primed. So it is officially the next day, and I have decided that I think what I want to do is paint the cane part of the chair first, because it's going to be a different color than the rest of the chair. So I think I'm going to go do that, and we'll see how it looks. I'd also like to take a moment to talk about the abuse that is happening in this house right now. These two live a very difficult life, so, send your thoughts and prayers. All right, so this might cut off my head a little bit here, but I need to repeat the process that I did the other day with trying to water it down the right amount, but with this tan color. All right, so I am officially done painting the cane parts of all of these chairs, which is great. However, I am not going to have time today to be able to paint the chairs the color that I actually want them to be. And the reason being is because dry time. I could technically wait several hours before I tape them off and then spray paint it black. I'm not going to do that because I have to put tape on it and cover the entire area to make sure that I don't spray black onto it. I really don't want to risk peeling off all of this paint that I just did. So I need this to sit for at least 24 hours before I go in and do that. So that's not going to be tonight. But I am going to show you guys the paint just so you can see it in all of its glory. So we obviously know that I got black paint. I should probably move this. But I'm very excited to be able to actually see the shade and how vibrant it looks. Ah! It's so pretty. I cannot wait to go in tomorrow morning and spray these chairs down with this black. It's gonna look so good. I'm so excited. I am ready for this chair saga to be over. It's gonna be great. I am so excited for my project from hell to come to an end. Even though I originally didn't want to paint these chairs, I'm now actually pretty happy with the results so far. And I'm super excited to be painting these chairs black once and for all. In case you missed it, last week I did a 1-year compilation of all the work that I have done so far. I've also been working on transforming this 45-year-old living room, if that interests you.